online ethics.
Good day, everyone. I am Ayado Judelyn A. In this moment, I am going to discuss about online ethics, and I want you to listen carefully and pay attention on this information. What is ethics? Ethics is this pertains as what deals with moral principles. It is the understanding and knowing the differences of what is good and bad. Every day, we have our own decisions and actions, and we encounter the importance of ethics. But I will going to focus in online ethics and how we communicate and perform our task in online setting. Not just in reality or personal encounters. This term, etiquette, we do encounter this in online setting. This term denotes as the way people behave in an orderly manner in a social setting, and it refers to the polite behavior and good manners. Etiquette, it is the practices that we have performed or administered in our life, how we do things in a good way and proper way without harming others. Here we come to the word or term netiquette. This is commonly known in online setting. Netiquette is the combination of the two words, network and etiquette. It refers to the distinguishing set of rules for what is considered to be acceptable as good online behavior. It also emphasizes on what are tolerable usage of online resources. In our daily dealings, sometimes we are overwhelmed of the resources that we have, especially now that we are in the IT era. Sometimes we forget what are the true essence, what are the essence of using these resources, and we take advantage and we harm others for our personal gain. By this netiquette, we can know to emphasize and prioritize things that are important and essential without harming others and for the benefit or common good of everyone. I will going to emphasize 8 guides in online etiquette for everyone to be aware on the online ethics in using online resources or performing our task in this technology integrated world or society. The first guide is internet should not be as a platform to harm fellow users. We should pay attention when we're at online or virtual world. For online website should be a safe place wherein each and every person is comfortable in trusting, sharing data with one another without getting abused in terms of certain processes. Thus, in this sense or in this guide, we can act properly in online world, and we are aware that there are certain processes or websites which are not good. Therefore, we should avoid using it, for we might harm other people's life. The second guideline entails that always respect someone's privacy. In these guidelines, we can remember that there are consequences in every actions and decision we intend to do. We do have personal issues, variety of problem. But despite that, we should know how to suspend our decision and reaction so that we can respect others, as this guideline tells us that interfering with other users' business should be avoided. And keep in mind that there are certain laws that are imposed when invading someone's privacy. Meaning that when we do things that are unlawful, then we should know how to be accountable in that manner. Another guideline, or the third one, an online platform is not a place for stealing. We should not take everything for granted. For copyrights and plagiarisms are something that every user should be familiar with. When you are searching for information online, in order to avoid major and minor crimes of act, we should use the paraphrasing and citation, especially in using or copying intellectual property. We should know the information control, for there are laws about this certain circumstance that may occur in internet setting or in online community. Thus, we should be aware to take everything for granted. We should know how to acknowledge the authors and the owners of that property. The fourth guideline is always be aware of fake news and avoid making it. Fake news sometimes to invade our timeline in any given network, and it is relevant to talk about it. Users should always identify the credibility of the source and avoid sharing it as much as possible. We should be conscious on our decisions and action. For fake news, we cannot deny that it is like a wildfire that spread rapidly. We should know how to eliminate this certain unreliable information for us to have a credible and accurate source of information. Many people use social media or any form of internet platforms. That is why we should end this stigma in online or in online setting. Another guideline is apply the good manners and values you have learned in general. This way, we can conduct ourselves in respectable manner. For proper behavior online is a must when using online networks in simple ways such as valuing respects and kindness. We can help out on creating a better environment in the online community. We learn these manners in reality. That's why we should reflect this kind of practices in online community for us to have a positive and healthy relationship in this kind of community or online setting. Thus, we can eradicate prejudice and discrimination, but rather celebrate everyone's success without harming one another. The sixth guidelines in online etiquette is that political corrections should be observed as a standard for social norms. We should remember that we should know how to socialize effectively in this diverse group of people. Keep in mind that online users are composed of diverse people who are raised by different races, cultures, and traditions. We should celebrate diversity in this online community, that regardless of their sexual orientation, language, races, color, we should show empathy and display temperance in our actions in online community. That we should not direct people our judgments, but rather we should know how to refrain from being judgmental. We should confront harassment, discrimination, racism, sexism, and even misogyny in this online community. The seventh guideline in online etiquette is use proper avatar as well as proper name when creating an account. This sense will help us to be accountable with the results of our decisions, for billions of accounts can be found in the internet alone. That is why creating a proper picture in your account and accurate name should be used in order to avoid confusion. For many people might use your personal account for scam or any fraudulent acts. That is why be picky and use your personal information wisely. The last but not the least, in online etiquette, think before you click. This guideline will help us to be mindful in every way or action we perform in online setting. Thus, choice of words is important when it comes to posting online and sending private messages, and should be aware on every single word that is about to be seen by any individual or any group. This manner, we can eliminate or we can do those previous guidelines I have mentioned earlier by thinking before clicking. Thus, we know how to conduct ourselves ethically in online community. That was my presentation all about in online ethics. I hope that you have learned something from me and those important guidelines in online etiquette. I hope that in every way or one step at a time, we can practice it so that we can have a safe, comfortable, and healthy environment in online community. Have a good day, everyone. This is Ayado Judelyn A. Thank you for watching.